Hi, I'm Lemmy from lotr. Welcome back to the channel. I shouldn't be clapping. Today I'm painting an ancient Roman early Imperial Legionnaire. Think I said that right. And today is also my first time painting anything else than Lord of the Rings for the channel. And I think I might start doing more ancient Rome stuff because, this new company I discovered, I mean, it's been around for quite a while. Victrix makes such fucking amazing Romans, and I saw them, I needed them, I bought them. Let's put it like that. And yeah, I've been on a crazy binge of ancient Rome, and I'm actually selling some Lord of the Rings armies to fund this. So at the moment, Rohan is on the chopping block. It's already on Vinted to be sold. I only finished half that army. Goblin Town sold. Halls of Tradwell sold. Half my Urukai army sold because I need money. Plastic is expensive. Except Victrix, I'm pleasantly surprised by their prices. So yeah, I can't suck Victrix dick hard enough. Let me put it like that. They look amazing. They ship even faster than Games Workshop for some reason. So yeah, absolutely love Victrix, and especially these Romans. I've already painted two. Today I'm painting the third. I just got out of the shower and I started recording. That's why my hair looks fucked up, because I'm that excited to start painting. And the two I already painted look amazing. So yeah, I'm very hyped, and I'll try to paint a whole Legionnaire one day. I'm painting Buddy is trying to escape. So yeah, a lot of drinks. It's not going on the back burner. I'm still gonna paint the biggest dwarf army on YouTube because I absolutely love the dwarves. I still have some harsher words for Games Workshop, but that's gonna be a separate episode, if you will. But today I'm focusing on the Legionnaire, and I cannot wait to start painting today. I've not been this excited to paint in quite a while, so you know it's gonna be good. And you probably have seen the thumbnail as well, and gotta admit, those Romans, they do something with you. So yeah, I've waffled on long enough. I really want to start painting, so let's just do this. See you on the desk. Yeah, painting Romans, painting. And we're back at the desk, and I'm gonna start with Cadian Flash Tone to make this guy look more like, I should have prepared, make him look more like this guy. All painted up, that's the goal we're going for. I really love how he came out, he looks fucking awesome. I'm still gonna do something about the bases, and you might notice that I didn't cut the model from the included base. Mainly because I was too excited to start painting these, but I'll put some tufts on it when I have money to buy tufts, because I just spent some money on these bad boys, including the dwarves you see there, mainly on this back. Oh fuck. Gonna make a separate video about probably this handsome man. Maybe even this handsome man, and definitely the Centurio you see there at the back. Yeah, I'm not gonna show how dirty the desk is, even though I cleaned it a week or two ago. I'm a messy guy. Let's start painting Cadian Flash Tone over his face, his arms, his legs, also his toes. I'm not gonna do in between the boots because, well, I'm not that talented. It doesn't look right. I did that with the first one, and I need to I need to acknowledge my own limits. So yeah, let's get started. It's gonna look so fucking awesome. Arcadian flesh tone is painted. Now I'm going for Karak stone, just double checking if it's the right paint. I'm gonna use it on his little pants and the scarf he wears to protect his neck from his armor, his lorica segmentata. And that's probably the most Flemish way to say that. But yeah, I'm gonna start painting that now, and I think it looks like a real good undyed fabric. Or at least I think it looks pretty good for that. I mean, if you look at it like this, ooh, it looks amazing. Sorry, I can't stop looking at how good these bad boys look. I'm gonna show you how to do the shield as well. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, I just really love how these Romans look, and yeah, could just stare at just this one for hours on end. But I have a video to make, and I will paint at least all of this. Maybe I'll buy the marching set as well, because this is early Imperial Romans attacking. There is also a marching set. And I think when I buy the marching set, I'll give them all their pilum and not their gladius, because if a Roman attacks, chances are he's using his gladius, not his pilum. So yeah, let's get started. This is painting. This is a painting video, not a historical video. If you want Roman history videos, go check out Metatron. That guy is amazing. Yes, let's paint the Legionnaire. Yes. And just like that, we're already on corner red for the tunic. And I'm choosing corner red because it's darker than what the shield is, color-wise. And I just want some, yeah, just want the shield and the tunic to look a little bit different. If you hear something in the background, that's Painting Buddy playing. So yeah, just corner red there, and if you look at the mini, so if you start looking at the mini, you can already see how awesome it's starting to look already. So just corner red on the tunic, the groin area and the sleeves. And I'll be right back once that's painted, because after that the fun really begins. Yeah, I should do a transition like this. Oh fuck, it isn't focusing. Not too close. Oh, it looks so amazing.
hostes fulminamus, proaris et focis fulminamus, proaris et focis fulminamus, inter hastas et hostes fulminamus, proaris et focis fulminamus, inter hastas et hostes fulminamus, proaris et focis fulminamus.
And like that, the red is painted. Now it's time for Led Belcher to transform him into a Roman legionnaire. Like this. And once this layer is finished, yeah, you're gonna start seeing how awesome this sculpt is and how fucking amazing it looks. I just can't fucking wait to start painting. I actually want to paint all of these bad boys already, but patience. Patience. Let's get started. Nice. Look how it's already looking. That made sense. So the Legionnaire is slowly looking more and more epic. And now it's time for some Liberator gold. And as you can see on this model, I used it for some smaller details on the armor. Not because they were historically gold, but they were brass if I'm not mistaken, and brass back in the day looked way more yellowy and shiny. As far as I know, it looked more like gold. So that's why I'm using Liberator gold. And we're just gonna do some slight details all over his armor, his dagger, you'll see. Trust me, you'll see. Let's get started. Our Legionnaire is nice and shiny. It's time to put some dried bark on his boots, his scabbard, and well, the sword, except for the actual grip. If it's visible, I'm gonna paint that a different color, the grip. Also gonna paint the grip of the dagger in dried bark, something I didn't do on this one, so I'm gonna do that as well. Oops. And I think that's mainly it. There are other straps and little things I'm gonna paint in different colors, so it doesn't all look the same. Yeah, that's why you paint things different colors. But our Legionnaire is slowly starting to look more and more menacing. Fuck yeah. Can't wait till it's done. Let's quickly start painting again. And we're back. And I totally forgot to record painting his boots because, yeah, I forgot to paint them until I was exporting the files, and then I quickly painted them. So yeah, I also forgot to paint the gold brim right above his eyes. Quickly did that as well while I was at it. Something you have to keep in mind is that I keep touching things up and not recording because I shake a lot, as you might have already noticed. But enough of that. Tondia Brown. And only one thing, I'm gonna paint Tondia Brown to make my life a little more complicated technically. Is the strap going from the sheet of his gladius and yeah, to the sheet of his gladius. Just that one strap I want to paint Tondia Brown because it just looks better. A little bit of different. It looks a little different. I don't speak very fancy words. I barely speak at all any language. But boy, he's looking amazing. So I'm gonna quickly do that. And then think what the fuck I'm gonna paint next because I already forgot. Whee! So hyped to paint these. It's gonna look amazing. Look at all these bad boys. Yeah, enough of this. Just start painting, Lemmy. Not staring, painting. Almost getting to the fun part, also known as the washes, but before we get there are a couple of more paints. One of them is rainbow, and you can barely see if the camera would yes, between the top of his fingers and the palm of his hand there is a little open space on the grip. I'm gonna paint that rainbow just to differentiate it a little bit. And because when I buy my early Imperial Roman I cannot speak anymore, Legionnaires, yeah, I'm gonna keep their gladius in the sheet and they'll be holding their pilum, so I want that to be, something that ties them together. It's a small detail, but I would notice, so yeah, that's why I'm painting it. Could have done this in the previous step and just never told anyone, but I like sharing this. I like oversharing maybe a little bit, because it's a small detail, but to me it matters. So we're gonna paint it. Okay, now it's Doombull Brown on, I'll use the finest brush I have, on the straps, but just the middle of these straps on the Lorica segmentata. It's just a nice little detail. I did it with this one as well. You can see it. Also the larger straps on his chest. Let me quickly, here it is. Like here, you can see I painted that Doombull Brown as well. Once again, it's another small detail, but it's the small details that really make a model look great, and especially if it's as detailed as these bad boys, you want to honor them for Roma and make sure they look fucking amazing. This is the last paint before the washes as well, and I'm very hyped because you'll see this warrior transformed in something like this, and it's favorite part of any painting scheme. So let's quickly do that before we do the washes. I should really just start painting, but I just really love looking at these beautiful models. Let me just quickly, like the Optio, it's just a Legionnaire with a big stick and feathers on his helmet. But it looks fucking amazing. I love Victrix. I am definitely a fanboy at this point. And the Centurio, beautiful. Oh, I can't wait till I have everything painted. I'm really debating on just starting a whole legion of about 5,000 of these beautiful minis. But I don't think I'm that rich. Oh, but it would be amazing. Okay, enough daydreaming. Let's start painting. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? I only painted for 2 minutes there. I checked the footage. So yeah, now it's 0-0 and we're gonna transform this pretty basic looking Legionnaire pretty much into this. We're gonna do everything in 0-0 except for the skin. That's gonna be done separately. And once the washes are done, I'm gonna highlight the skin. And then we're gonna start doing the shield, and once the shield is done, I just like doing the shield as well. It's an amazing... These are fucking awesome shields. Can't change my mind. These, love them. Fucking love them. I'm shaking in anticipation because I really like how these bad boys look. So yeah, null oil. Gonna let that dry. Probably while the null oil is drying, I'm gonna show you how I paint a shield. And yes, I primed it in white. The people who follow me will have been following me at least for a while will say, what the fuck, Lemmy? And yes, I used my 15-year-old spray can of white. I used the last bit of it to prime these shields. And soon it will be clear why. It will also explain this, the white. But first things first, null oil. And you're gonna see this model is gonna look fucking amazing. It already looks amazing if I say so myself, but trust me, it will look even better. And just like that, our Legionaries are starting to look like each other in a good way. Now it's Raglan Flash Shade on the arms, the toes and the face. The null oil is still drying a little bit, but it's dry enough that I can do some shading on the parts that I just mentioned. Dear God, I cannot speak today, but I'm very hyped. Can't wait till it's all painted. It's gonna look fucking awesome. So yeah, let's start shading his flesh. Raglan Flash Shade is done, my voice is deteriorate. My voice is fucked. So let's just highlight the face. Just the nose, the top of it, maybe a couple of fingers on the sword as well. Because these Roman soldiers deserve it. I also did the face on this one. It's very subtle because I'm using Cadian Flash Tone. I don't like extreme highlights. It looks a little bit more natural if I use Cadian Flash Tone again, so I'm gonna do that real quick now. Voila. The Roman is painted. And now he's just missing one big thing, and a little spoiler here was the karat. We're gonna start painting the shield, but we're not gonna paint where the, well, emblem is going. It's a decal, because that decal is actually transparent. So I'm gonna paint the back of the shield that I didn't prime because my primer, well, gave up on me, because it's 15 or more years old at this point, I don't know. So I'm just gonna paint it with Daka Red. And I've already tried it with another shield. And it looks fucking amazing. So everything that isn't primed white, I'm gonna paint with Daka Red. And I'm gonna paint the boss of the shield with Daka Red as well, to give it a little bit more of a darker base for the lead belcher that's gonna go on top of it later. So yeah, let's do this. Let's give this beautiful man his beautiful shield. God, I love Romans. Let's fucking do this!
Hastas et hostes fulminamus, inter hastas et hostes fulminamus, proaris et fogis fulminamus, proaris et fogis fulminamus, inter hastas et hostes fulminamus, proaris et focis fulminamus, inter hastas et hostes fulminamus, proaris et focis fulminamus.
So I painted the shield, and these are the decals I'm using. Here it says the 10th Legion, but I'm actually making the 14th Legion. And yes, in ancient Rome, this is a fully valid way to say 14. So yeah, I'm using these decals, Little Big Man Studios, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I already cut one out. And the thing is, I bent it, and I already test fit it, fucking English, it to the shield, so I made sure it's almost the exact shape of the shield, and I'm just gonna do it like this. In a minute, this is not for real yet, because there's still a plastic. These decals are also transparent, so that's why it needs to stay white. That's why I also didn't put a lot of effort in painting this red. I'm gonna paint it lead belcher later, but if it were to slightly come over where the decal is gonna be, it's gonna be less bad than if it was lead belcher, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put on the decal now. Once the decal is on, I'm gonna drip some water on it and just gonna leave it until the paper starts peeling off by itself. I found that's the most reliable way. Then it's gonna need to dry for a little while. The decal is gonna be very shiny. I'm gonna fix that in a later step. And once the decal is dry, I'm gonna paint the Wazda Karat again all over around it. It's gonna make sense later. I'm just gonna put the decal on, let it dry, and you'll see what follows next if you're trying to follow along at home. Please, Little Big Man Studios, they are amazing. Use them. They're fucking beautiful decals. As you can see here. So let's put on a decal. So the decal is applied now. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit longer. And when it's dry, I'm gonna use a dash of super glue in the boss. And then I'm gonna glue it to the hand. Not gonna use plastic glue, it doesn't grip too bad. It doesn't grip the way I like it. And once it's attached, you're not gonna hear me again. Just gonna start painting the edges that you see right now in the red. And then you'll hear me again. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes to make sure it's nice and dry. And then I'm gonna start gluing. Yeah, boa. It's gonna look fucking amazing. Look at this. It's fucking amazing. So let's, well, start I was gonna say, but gonna wait. You can also see a little bit of white in between the boss that I'm gonna paint metal and the shield. Areas like that I'm just gonna paint red as well. But first I want it glued on the model so I don't have to straddle this tiny shield. For me it's tiny, for this guy it's giant. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. So yeah, see you in a bit. Look at that. That shield is already looking amazing, a little shiny, but we're gonna help that in a bit. I also already painted the lead belcher on. Everything else was the karat. Now I'm gonna paint triad bark on the beams you see across the back of the shield. And then I'm gonna see where I stand, because I probably have to call it a day by then. So let's quickly do that and finish this up tomorrow. I couldn't do it in a day, but damn, I already had a lot of fucking fun. So let's do this.
Sanguis meus est
Voila, I've painted the back of his shield. I'm gonna quickly everything except the decal. The edges of the decal I'm gonna shade as well with null oil. But the decal itself I'm gonna try to leave alone as much as possible. I'm also gonna do the pulse of the shield. After that's done, I really gonna need to go to the kitchen and make some food for my wife. She's done with work already normally, so I hope she doesn't call right now. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly shade it and start preparing food for me and my wife. I don't know why I'm waiting. Let's fucking do this quickly.
Somos quarta decumani legio gemina. Somos quarta decumani legio gemina. Offerte devia te credite. Offerte devia te credite.
The null oil is dry. It is the next day. And some would say this is done. But I don't, because that shield is still way too shiny. And I'm gonna put about two layers of lamian medium to get it more like this shield, which is relatively very matte, especially compared to this one. So I'm just gonna do 2 layers of lamian medium, and then this Roman Legionnaire is finally done. Well, finally, it didn't really take all that long. It's quite easy to paint, very satisfying to paint. Let's do this. Hello, welcome to the outro. As you can see, I did some tufts on the Legionnaire and I think he looks awesome. I actually had a whole thing planned for the outro. It was gonna be very nice, very cool, but yeah, I got sick. Didn't paint a whole lot more, as you can see. I did paint the inside of the shields, or try to paint most of them. There's still 3 I need to do. But yeah, I'm gonna just quickly make an outro. I really love how these models look. I'm not as energetic as before in the video, and I'm sorry for that. Because I really love these models, and I really like Victrix. They have some amazing models on their site, and I decided to actually stop MESBG largely. Still, I'm gonna keep the dwarves, but yeah, no more Rohan, Gundabad, a lot of armies I'm gonna sell, and you're gonna see it in a second. But yeah, the intro is gonna be quite shit. I apologize for that. I still don't feel great. Today is the first day in a while that I feel like I can record without dying. Or feeling like I'm dying. So there are still a couple of things I still want to say. First of all, the music I used, the name is gonna be on the screen right now from the artist. It's all from the same artist. I love him. He's from Iran, I believe, but his music is amazing. So yeah, definitely go check out his music. It's epic to listen to while you're painting your Romans. I should stop fondling this man. But yeah, check him out, he's amazing. This is A little bit of a homage to the music because it really inspired me to get into Ancients. I've also seen Victrix has some Ancient Greek sets, so yeah. I know why I'm selling minis, to buy more. Let's put it like that. Of course the torch are gonna stay. These are fucking awesome. But the reason I'm gonna stop MESBG largely, I'm gonna explain that in a separate video, probably another bitching with Lemmy video. Is there anything else I needed to say? I don't think so. I'm just gonna put this guy with the others I've painted and end the video there. So let's see how he looks with some of his comrades, his battle buddies beside him. As you can see, there is a lot of empty space in the display close up. What's this? This is no mini. It's a Playmobil model from my childhood. I found this at my mom's. I actually have a lot more of these. So yeah, I've been obsessed with Ancient Rome for quite a while. I got this when I was like 10 or so. But here are the rest of his buddies on an appropriate scale. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Stand there. So yeah, these look fucking awesome. Hope to see you in the next one. I'm gonna sick out for a little bit. See ya.